Hello students. Now we are learning the chapter Heredity and Evolution. Heredity and Evolution is the chapter deals with genetics. Genetics is the branch of biology which deals with heredity and evolution. Heredity actually it deals with heredity and variations. And now this year this chapter is cut short or deleted some portions from this chapter. You have to learn only heredity. Evolution is deleted from this chapter. The topic evolution is deleted from this chapter. So, when we try to learn about heredity, you may know what is heredity, what is variation, what is inheritance, what is gene, what is chromosome. Some previous knowledge may help you to decode all these terms. You have already learned in class 8 that there are certain hereditary materials in our chromosomes, in our nucleus. The cell nucleus, the nucleus of each cell contain chromosomes in it. These chromosomes are thickened form of chromatin reticulum. Chromatin reticulum at the time of cell division thickened into chromosomes. And these chromosomes contain DNA in them. The DNA have structural units which are called gene. This gene contain some traits in it. These traits transfer from one generation to the next generation and they determine the character of the individual. These genes, when they transfer from generation to generation, there may take place some variations to these genes. The variations occur in the genes results in the uniqueness of individuals. You may have noticed that no two individuals are alike in this world. No two individuals are alike. Each individual is unique, whether it is human being, whether it is animals, plants or any. Why? Mainly in sexually reproducing organisms, this variation is in a higher range than asexually reproducing organisms. Why in sexually reproducing organisms this variation is in a higher range? This also you know. In sexually reproducing organisms, at the time of DNA replication, at the time of cell division, DNA replication leads to variations because no exact copy of DNAs are produced. Exact copies of DNAs cannot be produced. There will be slight variations and these slight variations lead to the difference in the structure of different organs or difference in color, difference in different features, we can say traits. So now we can see in our next slide we can see how these variations take place in organisms. How these variations take place in the organisms. How these variations take place in organisms? We already have seen how at the time of DNA replication, slight changes occur, very minute changes occur. The changes may occur due to environmental conditions or due to mutation. The changes can be occurred. and this leads to variation. And variation accumulate in each generation. We can see here how variations accumulate in each generation. See here, the variations from the first generation has a particular character, particular color. You can see it is explained by giving color, explained through color. It is explained here through color. So a particular generation, when the next generation arise from this first generation, what happened? Some variations occurred. There are two offsprings here in this generation. Two offsprings, both the offsprings are not similar in structure. They have basic body design as their parent. You can observe they have basic body design as their parent, but in that basic body design they have variations. See here, the color variation, the color is different. This is a variation. The next generation also have basic body structure. They also have the same structure as their parent and grandparent, but the variations increase here. The same variations exist. The same variations exist. In the same time, different variations occur. As the same variations exist and different variations occur in these, we can say in another way that variations accumulate. The earlier variations occur in the same. The earlier variations are there, in the same time new variations arise. So this is called accumulation of variations. In the next generation, by retaining all these variations, some new variations again occur. So this is the accumulation of variation. This accumulation of variation sometimes lead to the origin of a new species, and these variations sometimes is beneficial for the organism and beneficial for the species also. It is beneficial for the organism in a way of their survival. They are beneficial for their survival. They have survival benefits due to variation, we can see. And for the species, it also beneficial. In a species, the population persist or sustain due to this accumulation of variations. They can withstand the climatic conditions, the environmental conditions. So all these variations are beneficial, except some variations which are lethal. Lethal means जानलेवा variations कुछ होता है, वो beneficial नहीं होता है. They are dangerous. They are rare cases. They appear in rare cases. So this is about all about accumulation of variations. In a certain population, the variations which exist or arisen earlier. How can we find out which variation arisen earlier and which exist already? We can see the variations which are arisen earlier are in more percentage, are in a higher quantity, and the newly arisen variations, newly produced variations are in a less percentage. The first question referred to that. How does the creation of variations in a species promote survival? I have already discussed in the video. Just now I have discussed about it. Some individuals have more favorable variations than the other. Those individuals survive and pass these variations to their progeny. For example, the color of beetles. Red colored beetles, in a progeny, red colored beetles cannot survive due to their color. Red color is quickly noticeable, so their enemies can pick them from the leaves. The crows or any bird can pick them from the leaves because of their red color. And when there is an advantage due to a variation, the green beetle is, whenever the color changed from red beetle to green beetle, they are not noticeable. The green beetles are not noticeable on green leaves. So their population become more than that of red colored beetles. So their survival rate increased due to the color, due to this variation in the color. So more about this we will learn in the next video. We will learn in the next class. Till then, bye.